Okay. No. God called me to preach. If I try to sing, the angels will cry. Yeah. I'm trying to talk slow to you. My throat is no good also. But trying to, I want to be sure that you understand my funny English. The last 10 years in Brazil, we are just talking in Portuguese, no English, just in Portuguese. Now you come to the United States, and you had to talk in English, and it's no easy. Your pastor, he talks like a machine gun. No, he's, he's too fast. Maybe you sleep for the time that I'm here talking, but we had a good memories together. Pastor took 11 men on that time, 11 men, and they came to Camboriú. Camboriú is no big city. I would say maybe 400,000 people there. I'm not sure how big is Camboriú. But when we went there the first time, it was just one regular city. Like the pastor said, today we have the biggest building in South America. Maybe if you put that on a Google, you'll say Chile have one with 80, but Camboriú just finished one with 84 buildings. This is the city that your men came to work with us. Let me talk a few words about my wife, my family. We have 2 daughters and 1 boy. Both the 2 daughters, they are here in the United States, in Charlotte, working. They came here some years ago. And the boy is Hong Kong work. He's a pilot. And praise the Lord for him, because he provides all our flight free. We fly free. It's no need to pay. And my wife, she is a busy girl. She is not a busy bee, but she goes with me for all over. She never gets tired. She is there. She loves the Lord. And when I say all the time, is all the time. No matter where I go, I take my wife. We go on visitation. She is there. We go to knock the door. She is there. See, on a satellite church, she helps a lot, and she sang good. She sang good. I don't sing, but she sang good. And her father is a Baptist preacher also, and she came to the Christian family. Would like to say thank you, Pastor, for your faithful support. I don't know, when I came here the first time, it was in 1986, but I'm not sure. Brother Darrington took me for support on that time. And the man that led me to the Lord, I guess this church was supporting him. He was a BBF missionary, and he came and he took me here also. But thank you for your faithful support. I had to thank you before I say some thanks, and I don't want to get in confusion here, okay? But I love this country. When we came here in 1980, just 2 years after that, my wife ganhou one baby, yeah, baby, in Paducah, Kentucky. I put my heart in my hand in the heart, because a man that led me to the Lord, he said, Brother Morris, no matter where you go, every time that you say the word Paducah, you put your hand in your heart. Yeah, Paducah. Paducah is a hillbilly place, but I love Paducah. And I love Kentucky. I love Kentucky Wildcats. I love Kentucky Lakes. I love Kentucky Fried Chicken. I love Kentucky. And Thank you for your, and I hope that one day you send more men there. Maybe Team Hampstead would take more, maybe 20 men there next time with us. See, we are trying to start one new church on a coast of Saint Catherine. We have a lot of works. We have, well, at least we have 8 ministries there on a coast. And also we have a preacher boys that they are working. And from this satellite church, they are starting also a satellite church more. And this is growing. God is blessing us. And God is so wonderful to us. Brazil is a big, huge country. Huge country. We have 240 million people in Brazil. 30 states. Some of those states is the size like Texas. And everybody in Brazil speaks Portuguese. We are not Spanish country. I speak Spanish if you speak Spanish. But Brazil speak Portuguese. Portuguese. But in my church, we have a people that speaks French, because we had a Haitian church from Haiti, people from Haiti, okay? Inside of my church, we had we started with 23. But one day, your president here in the United States, he will open one window there in Texas, and he invited everyone in Brazil from Haiti to come to the United States and stay in Texas. And they did. I lost my church, 23 people. They came to Mexico, and from there, they went to the United States, and they are in Florida right now. Okay? We lost a church. But it's not our fault, it's your fault. No, he's the president of the United States fault. Okay? And I said we have a people that talk in French and Spanish and what more, and English, because we have a people that study English there in Brazil, but in my church. And the Spanish also. A lot of people from Venezuela is coming now in South Brazil. I don't know why they love South Brazil. They think that South Brazil is, I don't know, it's like Florida or it's like, I don't know, but they just like. And they are wonderful people. We love the Haitians. We love the people from Venezuela. We have those in our satellite church, okay? And Brazil is growing. If you walk down in Brazil now, you see a lot of young people in the streets. Young people. And I believe, brother, this is the big opportunity to lead those people to the Lord. I believe with all of my heart that is no new generation coming. It's almost over. This is the last harvest. And all that we need to do in order to reach these people for Christ now. If you wait too much, if you wait too long, will be too late also. And like I said, Brazil, in South Brazil, we have, like in my state, Saint Catherine. If you put together all these villages inside those cities, we have almost 3,000 cities and villages, non-preachers, non-missionaries. In fact, we was the first missionary to, I'm talking about independent Baptists, okay, to go to my state, Saint Catherine State. We was the first one. Nobody was there before us. Just to show you our need, we need missionaries from America. We need the missionaries from Kentucky. We need the missionaries from West Virginia. We need missionaries. And I pray that God will touch your heart and say something about our needs. And I hope also that you'll be sending your pastor back there. Again, he didn't finish his work there. Yeah. We need, I ask you to pray. We need to raise maybe $65,000, $70,000 to buy one piece of lot. We start buying the lot. Once that we have the lot, it's more easy. We go faster on that to build a church and to build our ministry on that new city. This will be a new work there. And we need your prayers. We need your help also. And if you don't have money, just write a check. See, you don't need money. Just write a check and help us. Okay, let me give to you my testimony. I will start from that. In Matthew's, the first book on the New Testament, we call Matthew's, first book on the New Testament, chapter 9, where we read there. Jesus went about all the cities and villages, teaching in their synagogues and preaching the gospel of the kingdom, and healing every sickness and every disease among the people. Till here, till this verse, no say that this was moving with compassion. But on 36, when he saw the multitude, he was moved with compassion on them, because they fainted and were starved abroad as sheep have no shepherd. Then said to his disciples, the harvest truly is plenteous, but the labors are few. Pray yet therefore the Lord of the harvest, that he will send forth laborers into his harvest. Let's pray. Dear Heavenly Father, we are so thankful for your goodness. You have been merciful to us, and help us to realize that the time is running out. Help us to realize that Jesus is coming. All the signs say that. Help us do our best. We understand that there's no new opportunity. Maybe there's no new opportunity coming. This is the last harvest. Thank you, Jesus, for all that you are doing in our lives, and help us to be a better Christians. We ask our blessing in Jesus' precious name. Amen. Let me share to you, because the last time that I came here, if I remember, I'm getting old now, but it was 10 years ago. 10 years ago. Was the last time that I came to the United States was 10 years ago. And I was born in a huge city, south of Brazil, place called Porto Alegre. If you go to the Google and you put there, Porto means port. And Alegre means happy. Alegre, okay? Put that and you'll see how big is the city. It's 3 million people today. But I was born in 1950 as a 500,000. But when I was like 12 years old, my family gave me to the Catholic priest. Maybe you said, Brother Moses, I don't understand what you're trying to say. In South Brazil, the people have Italian blood or German blood. Like my wife is a German blood, and I am Italian blood, okay? And when on the Italian families, when they have 3 or more boys, or girls also, it's big families, and they used to give to the Catholic priest one boy. And I was the boy that my family gave me to the Catholic seminary. And I went to the Catholic seminary for four, almost 5 years. They never gave me one Bible. I was raised in there. I studied, and I studied good things, and everything. They was good to me, see? But I never saw the Bible. One day, my grandma said to me, she came to the Catholic seminary, she said, because she was a Christian lady, She said, you need to read the Bible. She could not give me anything to me, as was forbid. But she said that. And I came to the Catholic priest after that, asking for Bible. I asked many times for Bible, and he was not happy with me from that day when the first time when I asked for Bible. And but I was there. He said, if you want to read the Bible, you have to learn Latin first. And really, I did my best to learn Latin. Till today, I know a few things about Latin. But I find that nobody there on that Catholic seminary knew Latin. Till the Catholic priest. He just said those few words, Domino vobiscum et con spiritu tuum. But think like this, see? But he just, and later on I came back again because I wanted to learn, to see, to read the Bible. And he showed me a big book like this. A lot of pictures inside. Was not on the level that anyone can read, see? But was on like this level here. And it was the Bible. And was the Bible in Latin. But how good it would be? He knew no Latin. I know no Latin. And nobody knew Latin. See? And I was there on my way to hell. And the Catholic priests on that time, they trying to teach something like this. If they see one American missionary, no matter if it's Mormon missionary or Baptist missionary, they teach the students, and also on the Mass. The Mass was a mess, but they teach. Do you see those men? They are agents from CIA. They are agents from FBI, but they try to keep you far from those guys. See? And I was there in a Catholic seminary, and was a time after I say to me, it's enough. I don't want to stay here anymore. I don't want to continue. And I decided to leave. I left the Catholic seminary. I came back to my house, to my home. My father was not excited about it because they wanted to keep me there in the Catholic seminary. But I find when I came back to my father's house that he had established a gambling, you know what, a gambling house? Yeah, gambling house. And he said, if you want to stay here, if you want to live here with me, you had to get involved. And I had no choice. I was a young boy, I say 19 years old, and got involved in alcohol and drugs. The alcohol was no big problem for me. The big problem was the drugs. I got involved. My mind was affecting. To make all this story short, see, I was walking the street, just for you to understand how bad I was. I was walking the streets. If it was raining, I don't felt that it was raining. I was so deep on the drugs. And we call psychotropicus. We don't call drugs. We call psychotropicus on that days, okay? And I find that I was looking for help. I was finding people and friends and no matter who, but I was doctors in the hospitals and the Catholic priest also. I was looking for help, but nobody was there to help me. Do you understand? There was no missionaries. On my thought, I understand that after that was one, but for me it was no friends, was nobody. Came to the doctors, they gave me another kinds of drugs. And really, I was good for 3 or 4 months. This is all. And I had to be back to drugs again. And I remember one day that I came to the Catholic priest, and he was drunk. I and my youngest brother. My youngest brother died with the same problem. My oldest brother died with the same problem, and my father also. And there was me, looking for help. But one day, a man from Paducah, Kentucky, he came there on a village, and he saw this young guy. And he had the idea, like, if I lead him to the Lord, all the village will follow him. And he came. He was not able to talk Portuguese like I'm talking English right now. See, he did his best. He was on the first year, I guess, in Brazil, work as a missionary. But he came in my house and in my life, and he said, Moses, I want to help you. And I asked, how? Well, I want to teach you how to drive a car. He had a car. And whoa, I said, wow, good. So few people had a car. This is, well, I got involved, and he came, and he was teaching me how to drive a car. But he was not just teaching me how to drive a car. He was preaching. Brother, he was man with missionary vision. He was man with love and compassion. He saw me. He saw the multitude on that city. And he surrendered his life to work as a missionary, trying to help those poor people there. And I was poor, see? I had nothing. My family also, we don't have too much. The gambling house was no rich country, was no rich place. But he came with a black book in his hand, like this. This is blue. Okay. Black book in his hand. I saw the black book, and I started to ask questions and questions and questions. And he was there to help me. He built the first thing that he did, he built a friendship with me. He took me to his life. He took me to his house. And he took me to his family also. And he was teaching and preaching. And this was for a long time. I remember going with him on a Bible study in the homes, and I was not safe. I remember going with him on knocking the doors, and I was not safe. But he was building something so powerful in my life. And finally, one day he said, Moses, I want to see in a church. I never went to the church before. He said, I want to see you. But I say to the missionary, I said, well, you got the wrong date for me. Wrong time. I was waiting all year long to go with my friends to Carnival. Do you know what Carnival is in Brazil? It's a holiday, 3 days and 3 nights, where the people have a freedom to do what they want to do. I don't say 100%, but almost 100%. And I was waiting. I was young. I was full of energy on that time. And he said, but I am praying, and I know that you be in a church tonight. And I said, no, I will take my friends. We have an agenda, schedule to be with those friends in the carnival. And he said, well, I'll be praying. I'll be waiting for you. And I don't know why I came to the church. I asked the preacher before I say, his girls there? He said, yes, just come. His girls there. And I said, well, I'll be. If his girls there, I'll be there. And I came on that night, and I took the last seat. I don't know why I took the last seat, because I was non-Baptist on that time. But I took the last seat, and he was preaching about John chapter chapter 8, verses 12. See, where Jesus said, I'm the light of the world. Man, when he started to preach, I don't know how, I started to understand. That was the man that a few months ago, he was not able to talk good Portuguese. But now, because we spend the time together also, I was familiar with his English now, with his Portuguese now. And he was talking, and I said, God, you are the light of the world, and I am going to hell. See, I'm walking darkness. There is no peace in my heart. There is no happiness. I'm sad. And there was him. John chapter 8, verse 12. Jesus said, I'm the light of the world. He that follow me shall not walk in darkness. I was walking darkness. My friends on that time, they was like a devil. See, they talked for many places, and we went together looking for I don't know why we was looking, but we was looking there, lost in the world. And on that night, I started to cry for the first time. And he saw that I was crying in the last seat. And he came. I don't know if he's changed his message or not, but he came to chapter, still in chapter 8, but in verses 32 and 36, where Jesus say, I'm the light of the world. He that follow me shall not walk in darkness, but you shall have the light of the life. If the Son therefore shall make you free, you shall be free indeed. And I started, see, my heart was there. My heart on that night, Wednesday night, was open. And I started to cry, and I say, God, if I continue this way, I am 1 second far from the hell. I just 1 second. You need to do something now. I understand that I was a sinner, that God took all my sins, all my sins. And I understand that. And I understand that he died for me, like I was the only one in this planet. I understand. His love, he was not divided with nobody. I saw that way. See, and he had this love for me. And I started to cry and asking God for forgiveness. And I asking God to save my soul. And the preacher stopped the service. He went there in the last seat. And he hugged me. He kissed me. He hugged me. And he said, I love you. We will start one ministry. We will start everything. And really, on that night, I started a new life on Christ. And I knew that I was saved. Do you know why? Because from that day, from that hour, from that second, was no any desire to take my friends and go to carnival anymore. See, God was my friend. All this was possible because you gave it to missions. All this was possible because you was support the man that led me to the Lord or any other man. You are doing this. You are supporting missionaries on a mission field. I result also with your love and compassion. I wish it was Coca-Cola, but and he took me to his house, like I said, to his life. And later on, I helped him to adopt 2 girls from Brazil. They live now in Paducah, Kentucky. They are girls. They are married already. But we built also a good friendship. I guess I was, from that day, I was his right hand, okay? right hand, because I was helping him all, in all his ministry. Till now, he lives in Paducah, and my main base in the United States is in Paducah, okay? And he's there, he's still there. He cannot to be a missionary anymore, but he's there. And and I am so thankful. Walking with him and going on visitation, doing the missionary work, I learned a lot of things. He took me to the United States. He took me one time, many years ago, in this church here, where Brother Darrington was the pastor, and the church took me for support on that time. But he took me, and we had a good time. I was preaching Portuguese, because in Portuguese, I know how to preach. I know, I speak Portuguese. I preach like a machine gun, like your pastor, in Portuguese. See? And he was side by side with me, and he was translated in English, like a ping pong. And we had a good time, good time. God was using here many times in the United States. But I had a dream in my heart. I say to me, one day I want to be in the United States. One day I want to be there. I want to see the churches. I want to see the Baptist churches. The Baptist church that was supporting missionaries. And let me say this. Let me put one. In my church, we support 30 missionaries also in Brazil. We learn from him, and Faith Promise also. And but we was working, we was traveling, we go to many places, but I have a dream in my heart. I say, one day I will be there. One day I want to look in the eyes of the Christian people like you, that was supporting missionaries. My friend, God gave all the goodness to you here in this country. God built one missionary country for many, many years in Brazil. You talk about missionaries, it's Americans. And from Brazil, we saw you here as one Christian country, powerful Christian country. See? And my dream is look in your eyes and say, thank you. Thank you. Continue to do your best. Thank you for what you did. We have churches. We have preacher boys that is not working with us anymore. They are independent. The church is independent. I am not a pope. I am not trying to control everything. But all this is result of you. All this is result because you was behind those men, supporting those men. And my church also, like I said, I never saw one time that you forgot to send our support. And I remember when you start to support me, $10 a month. See? Now it's a lot better. See? It's a lot better. But you have been faithful, brother. Thank you. But you have to pray and ask yourself, why we have? And you have everything here. You have a nice country, nice church. You see how beautiful. This was not so beautiful like you see today when I came here 10 years ago. Yeah? I'm right? Yeah? Do you understand my Portuguese, my English? Okay. But God is giving you all the goodness. His highways going for all over in the United States. Nice people. And you drive, you have almost each one in the United States, I guess, have a car. And have those American cars made in Hong Kong. See? But, but you have, is few people in my church that have a car also. But anyway, God gave this to you. Be proud, be excited, be thankful. Because countries like Brazil, my country, and many other countries in South America, they are watching you here all the time, all the time. Oh, they love you. They They love the missionaries in Brazil. They love Americans also, the American missionaries. They want to walk with you. They want to dress like you. They want to hear your music. They want to see your movies. And anything that you change here, they want to change there. They want to change. Because they understand, well, they still understand that you are a Christian country. No one country in this planet have churches, Baptist churches like you have. There's a Baptist church in Kentucky for all over. I guess it's in West Virginia, it's the same thing. It's not all that all these Baptists are good, but they are Baptists. See? And but God gave all the goodness. God is waiting for you to be one missionary country. God is waiting for you to keep it going, doing your best. The time is short. Jesus is coming. I have to think all the signs say that Jesus is coming. Jesus is coming. Be proud, but realize that God is waiting from you more and more. And be thankful to God for everything. And like I said, the people they will change if you change. Anything, like you said, oh, the abortion is good, is nice, is right. You are saying this now. See? You are not saying this before, but now you are saying, okay? And about homosexuals, the same thing. For many, many years in Brazil, the idea that I have about the men's in North America, because we are from South America, you are from North America, they understand, oh, they are macho men. See, powerful army. Macho men? Now? No. There's a lot of change. You have to realize that you are impacting our lives. And once again, I will stop now. If I don't stop, the preacher will kill me. I know him. Okay. But once again, thank you for what you are doing in your ministry. Yeah, I need for you to understand. You are we are in Brazil, one hand of your ministry. We are one extension of your ministry there in Brazil. You gave us a possibility to go fast. Maybe you say, Brother Moses, if we cut off your support, if the United States cut off support, we'll be going. We have a church, we have nationals. They know the language, they know the customs. They are able to do more for less. They know how to go. See, on the main church, we build our blocks by hand on our main church. See, but if you keep the support and support more missionaries, we are able to go fast, And we have these men there. It's one national came here just, I guess, a few years ago. Was what is his name? Romeo? Ribeiro, yeah. Oh, this is one of those best that we have in Brazil. He's one of those best. And he's a national. He's from Brazil. He talks good English. He don't have to go to Kentucky to learn English. He's one of those best. Well, thank you very much. Thank you, Pastor. Thank you for what you did for us. Take all that men's in Camboriú, south of Brazil. Let's go back there again, Brother Ramsey.